What's up, everybody? It's your boy toffkid, and you are welcome back to another weekly breakdown. If you are new here, please make sure to like, make sure to subscribe. But if you're not new here, you are welcome back to the channel once again. So, without any further ado, let's get straight onto the chart. So, we'll be analyzing some pairs for the upcoming week. So make sure you watch this video all the way to the end to know the pairs, and then also take advantage of the trade available. You feel me? So let's get straight to the chart. So we'll be first analyzing GJ. So as you can see on the daily time frame, GJ is in between this price is in between this support and resistance region. This resistance zone here and this support zone here. Price is currently between the support and resistance zone, and we can see much on the daily time frame. So let's move to the 4-hour time frame to know what price is basically saying or doing. So on the 4-hour time frame, we can see after this impulsive movement there is a retracement back coming down. After this impulsive movement to the upside, price stopped at this resistance region here or level here, and then start moving all the way to the downside. You can see we also have a minor support here, and then we have our trend line, our resistance trend line here, and this is our support trend line here. So let's move on to the 1-hour time frame to know what price is also saying there. So on the 1-hour time frame, you can actually see that on the 1-hour time frame, you can actually see that price is actually or currently on this support region. You feel me? Price is currently on this support region, and we have our resistance trend line here and our support trend line here. So for the upcoming weeks, our anticipation is if price will continue moving to the downside, we will patiently wait for price to break this support and come back for a retest. After the retest, and then we will be buying, we will be selling actually to the downside. You feel me? So after waiting for a nice confirmation for the break and retest, then we will be selling all the way to the downside. Here is our profit target. Here's our profit target, and here is our risk to reward. These are our risk to reward. After the confirmation, that's where we will be entering the market. So we will be entering the market all the way to the downside after the break and retest. After the break and retest of the support level here, when there is a break of the support region or level here, when it retests, it now becomes a resistance level here. Then we'll be waiting for our confirmation to move all the way to the downside. But when price is not able to break to the downside here, and move to the upside, we will be also waiting for a break of this trend line right here. So after a break of the trend line, then we will be buying all the way to the upside. Immediately after a break of the trend line, we will be buying all the way to the upside. Here is our profit target, and here is our risk target. So after the break, that's where we will be enter to the downside, we will enter into the upside. So after the break of the resistance trend line, after the break of the resistance trend line, when you see an engulfing candle up here, you can enter and put your stop loss below the low on the low it created before the push to the upside, before the push to the upside. So that's for DJ. Let's move on to gold. So on gold 2, let's start from the daily time frame. Let me adjust this a little bit. Let's go to the weekly time frame and let me tell you. Let me show you what gold is currently doing. Gold is currently doing. You can actually see gold after breaking gold was actually in between this support and resistance zone, but when gold break out of this support region here, it was coming back for a retest, then push all the way to the downside. That's what gold is actually doing, but we are not seeing much here. So let's move to the daily time frame to see whether we can see much here on the daily time frame. So we can see on the daily time frame, we can actually see on the daily time frame, after the break of this support and price came back for a retest. Price actually didn't push much to the downside, then price came back to retest this resistance level right here, price came back to retest this resistance level right here. So this is an impulsive movement to the upside. You see this very nice candles, moved to the upside, but now price has rejected this resistance level. So let's move to the 4-hour time frame to see what price is currently doing. So that's how we analyze the chart. Make sure you analyze the chart per what price is doing, like price action, what price is actually doing. That's where you actually know what price wants to tell you. Then you also take advantage of what price is saying, then you also capitalize in the market. As I was saying on the daily time frame, you see you can actually now you can clearly see price rejected from this resistance zone right here, and price created an M pattern right here. Let me draw the M pattern for you so that you can see clearly. This is the M pattern I'm talking about. You can see the M pattern price created here, and M pattern simply means reversal to the downside. This simply means reversal to the downside. If you have not actually watched my previous video on the reversal, how to trade reversal patterns, please go and watch. I will put it on the screen, the right side of the screen, the right top side of the screen, so that you just click it and then go and watch it. So basically what we do with this type of reversal pattern is, when reversal pattern creates in this manner, the M pattern, when it creates, because it has a neckline, right here, because it has a neckline, and here is the neckline. You can see the neckline is very, here is the neckline. We will wait for price to move all the way to the downside, break the neckline. After the break of the neckline, there will be a proper retest of the neckline. Then you enter your sales right there. So this is what I was talking about. This is the M pattern price is creating, and here is the neckline. So after the break of this neckline, this neckline, the price will come back for a retest, then a push to the downside. That's what I'm talking about. So let's move back to what I was saying. So now price has created this reversal pattern, that's the M pattern. So basically on the reversal patterns, as I said earlier, I'll put the card here on the right top side of the screen so that you go click it and go and watch how we trade the reversal patterns. You feel me? So now we will be actually waiting for a retest on the neckline, just a retest on the neckline. Then we will be selling all the way to the downside. That's on gold. Let's move on to the H1 time frame to see things very clearly. Now, as I was saying earlier, you can see we have this is the neckline of the M pattern. And we also have a support. It created a minor support region here, and price will never and ever move past this minor support and never come back for a retest. Do you understand? We never move past this minor support and never come back for a retest. Anytime price moved before you see the actual movement, don't think price will just move impulsively to the downside without coming back for you. Price will definitely come back for you, then you also get your share in the market. So now this is our own neckline of the M pattern. Now, as I said earlier, this is the retest. Of the neckline, and now price is moving all the way to the downside. Because of this minor support here, price didn't actually move past this minor support easily. Do you understand? Price didn't actually move past this minor support easily. So our anticipation for the upcoming week is that when price break out of this minor support level, we're waiting for a retest and then push to the downside right here, and push to the downside right here, So that is how we'll be trading the gold. You feel me? That's how we'll be trading the gold. After the break and retest, please again wait for the retest, because the retest will give you a low risk entry. So that when you enter the market, your risk will be small, and then your potential in the market will be more. Here will be our let's look for the profit target. Here will be our profit target. And here will be and here will be our risk target. You feel me? Here will be our profit target, and here will be our risk target. So please make sure to wait for a retest before you enter the market all the way to the downside. You feel me? If you found value in this video, please make sure to like, make sure to subscribe. Make sure to hit on the bell notification icon so that you get notified every time I drop another video. You feel me?